Today we talked to Sean from S.C.A.B.
about their upcoming record and shows.
So check it out. Let's roll the tape.
Hey, how's it
Hello.
going?
How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are y'all?
We're
Great.
good.
Well, it's nice to talk to y'all. Thanks for inviting me on your show. I saw some other interviews. They look pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you so
thanks.
much.
It's a pleasure having you two here. We've been wanting to ask you for a long time now.
Happy to be on here.
Yeah, me and Julie actually saw you guys perform when we were like visiting New York, and one of our friends was like working a show at the Sultan Room, and we're like, I guess we could pop over there. And we saw you guys, and we're like, oh my god, we gotta get him on Hazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, the Sultan Room. Yeah, I like that spot.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, it's
cool
pretty
there.
cool.
Okay, so I have a question. In your own words, what's something that you feel that makes Scab different than some of the other like post-punky bands out there?
I would say that we try and pay a lot of attention to like the song, like song structures, like have like catchy hooks or like a pop feel that is relative. And I feel like our songs just continually are starting to go into more of just song territory rather than like post-punk song
Mm.
territory, but still carrying the influences and like the sort of angular guitars and like the shouty vocals. And I think we're just gonna keep evolving as a band. So I don't know if we're gonna like stay a post-punk band forever, which is exciting because we get to like constantly like reinvent and change. And like I just have the bandmates on board to try anything, which is it's really fun. But that's where it started, post-punk. So
Yeah, I feel it's
Interesting.
better when bands experiment with like different sounds and just don't stay in one genre. Because I
yeah,
feel like they all start doing the same thing over and over.
yeah, especially in the scene where everybody like kind of feeds into each other, and so everyone's kind of
Mm,
like borrowing and like kind of recreating. So I really am interested in creating something that is like genuine, like true, honest, and like also maybe looking forward in some way, in any way.
mm,
It's always
yeah,
nice to see growth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
exactly that.
I'm excited to get in the studio and record our next record too.
Oh, that was my question. Are you working on any new music now?
Yeah,
Do you have
well, we actually
anything?
have a record coming out in the fall.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
is there a
Yeah,
title yet?
it's self-titled.
Oh,
It,
Oh,
cool,
great.
cool.
yeah, it's gonna be Scab. We got like a lot of the vinyl, like I guess I don't know, what do you call them? Like the mock-ups.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's so
Really,
cool.
really cool, like the front and back, like
Are
the
you
inside.
gonna do black vinyl or are you gonna
Or colored
do
vinyl.
color
I'm not
vinyl?
sure. I'm not sure. We don't know. Maybe just black to keep it simple. It
Yeah.
would be
Mm.
fun to get like something like a more fun color because the main color on that record is going to be pink.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
imagine it like a bright pink one. That would be cool.
I know, I'd love that, but we're just a small band. We don't really have
Yeah.
budget for that, and the indie label that we're going to be on is going, they're doing their best, so we're like trying to
Mm.
figure out where our budget can go and like what we can do, and just trying to like be a team on it. But the details for all of that have not been revealed, so it's still kind of like
Oh,
Ooh.
coming up.
it's a big announcement coming soon type thing.
So is this new record gonna be like guitar heavy?
Super guitar heavy, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, that's why I usually like to write. I like to start with guitars, and it's always just been guitar music. Like shoegaze, jangle pop, post punk, like anything that's like very guitar driven and has like a good feel to it. I'm always like attracted to. So it's gonna be very guitar heavy, and I think it actually this album does offer something I feel like bigger and broader to the post punk community, and hopefully they'll accept it and maybe try something new as well. But that record's been done for like a year now.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
had a question about it because I read somewhere that you guys recorded here in Georgia. Was it that album?
that was that record, yeah,
Oh,
and we
that's
did that
cool.
during the pandemic.
What
And
made you choose to come to Georgia though?
honestly, it's just like Corey's family studios there.
Mm.
So we were trying to save money and we wanted to get out of New York City. And we just decided on a couple dates. And then we like packed up the band van and drove all the way down to Georgia.
Was the change in scenery like did it have an effect on the record, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's more so just like, I mean, it's always nature, trees, and water and stuff that really lets you unplug, but just like anywhere without the distraction for me, my favorite way to like write a record is to like go somewhere and then like sit down and be like, okay, this is what we're working on. Like, what can we all contribute? And like everyone gets on the same page. There's like no distractions. If you need to like get out of the studio because things are getting too tense, like just go for a walk. You can like go for a run, go for a swim, and it doesn't have to be like all business. But when we
Mm.
made that record, it's like we woke up and we were like already like, okay, like it's eat breakfast and like think about what we're gonna do today, what's next, or like everyone is like kind of like working in this ecosystem where it's just like we're trying to make the best record we can. And I like that a lot. Georgia was nice to do that because it's like lots of land, sun, and I don't know, it was pretty out there. So
We love Georgia here.
We do. Yeah.
we were in
Um,
Valdosta. That's where
what?
Valdosta, Georgia was like,
Oh, I've been there.
I've never been there and I live here.
yeah, I don't think anybody like needs to go there, but it's just like
Yeah,
where they settled
that was
down.
like the first time I ever went to Georgia. I went there because I
Yeah,
had some family over there.
it's cool that they have like a little scene there. We played a house show
Oh, that's really cool.
on our way down because it's Corey's like hometown, so he like
Mm.
knows a bunch of people. It was nice to be in that community
They
for
were
a
like
second.
showing you around the cool places and stuff.
Yeah, the cool places. It was
Cool places.
the cool
I
places.
know it is
Literally,
here.
like the trees and the water. That's the
Yeah,
Right.
literally,
which is
literally that.
honestly really cool. You know,
Yeah, you don't see that much in New York. You don't get that big space of land.
no, expansive. I mean, at least there are some trees. I'm like thankful for that. But
Yeah.
Going back to like guitar, what do you think has like influenced the rise of bands bringing back the guitar?
it's hard to really speculate, but the more you pay attention to like trends in culture and like music, the more you can keep track of like cycling things in and out, and like sometimes they're like more artificial and sometimes they're more genuine, and it has to do with like I think a lot of the response in like politics or like different sort of climates. It's like the more people I think feel oppressed, the more like they want to like have like a punk sensibility and be like,
Right.
you know, fuck everything that's wrong. And like guitar music is the best way to do that. I feel like I think there are lots of punk elements that are being added right now in like a ton of other genres, but I don't know. I think nothing feels better than like watching a live band do their thing. And because you can see everyone's like giving everything, their whole energy, and it's like you see people on stage and you can relate to them. And I think there's a point where it was too washed out, so that kind of stopped for a while and people paid attention to something else, and now we're like kind of slowly like breathing new things into guitar music. My only hope is that people are, you know, trying to do something new and original.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely tried to do that, or like trying to like do something a little bit different, but it doesn't have to be like reinvent the wheel, but at least so you can like tell like, oh,
Tweak
this,
the
this
wheel.
artist, yeah, like, you
Yeah.
know, show a little vulnerability or something, you know, take a chance. That's how the best artists always made, and you can see that in like movies, in like physical art and
Hmm.
music. I think that's like sometimes those risks really pay off.
Yeah, 100%. Now that you talk about performing, do you like performing or the process of doing the music better or doing the album?
Recording like an album.
Yeah, recording.
That's hard to say, actually. I really enjoy both. I mean, the whole reason I got into doing it, I think, is because you see a band play live and you're like, I want to do that. And then you get to do it. And then like the more you do it, the better you get, and like the more aware you are. And then I feel like it's just a constant journey with yourself. You're like, I'm gonna do better and better and better. And it's like I've been playing in bands for like more than 10 years, and like I still am like, how am I gonna make this better? How are we gonna like keep on evolving? So like playing on stage is great, but like working on an album is I don't know how to explain it. It's like mm, it's beautiful because it gives back so much. You know, you're like it comes from conception and ideas. It could be very collaborative, whether you're like working with producer or band members, and you're like really thinking about the songs rather than writing it. Because I write all the songs at home, like demo style, and then I'll bring it to the band, and we'll like, kind of like keep on like rearranging or like changing things or tweaking things here and there. We'll drop a section and like figure out how we're gonna do it. And then after it's all there, we have it, and like obviously all the little touches go into the album after that, but then we have to figure out how to play it live. So it's like I think it like really is just that whole universe. I like both sides equally. You know,
Cool.
we've been playing live for a second, and I'm really itching to get back into the studio, even though we're about to release this new record.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, playing live is cool, especially when you have that like one good show, and you're like, wow.
Speaking of good shows, is there like a memorable show that kind of sticks out into your mind?
Recently we had like a surprise show where we opened for Porches at Gold Sounds.
Oh,
Well, that's
That was really
cool.
fun. It was like very last minute because our venue, I guess, was caught in a fire. It wasn't
oh
like
my
burned down
God.
completely, but they were like had some damage. It's called Union Pool. That place is like featured as a venue on this movie called Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. So I was like
Yeah.
kind of excited to play there. But that happened, and then we had to go to like a smaller venue that's been around for a while, and we didn't have like a closer. So somebody reached out who was like kind of familiar with some of the band members, and then we just like all played like a really, really good show. All the bands like gave it their all, which is exciting and like nice to see, you know, just being really present. Mhm.
What's your favorite song to play live?
I guess, you know, I guess Patterns always is fun.
Mm,
It like has like a nice little spirit, and every time we play it, it's a little different, or we like tweak it. It goes faster or slower, so it has like this whole sort of little up and down, so it can go through. And it's different because I don't know, depending on how you're feeling or like the crowd. But
yeah.
it's always fun to play. I never really get tired of playing that song live.
Oh, that's great. Because I know you're probably gonna have to play for a long time.
Yeah.
We'll see. Probably. I don't
Is
know.
there a song you're sick of playing live?
Is there a song I'm sick of playing live? Not yet. Not yet. I think, you know, we're still
We'll
reaching
ask you
that.
back in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
In
the
like
times
5
to
years.
enjoy while you don't like hate the songs yet, you know?
No. I do feel like that's like one of the hardest parts about being an artist. It's like everybody wants to hear a song that they like related to very long ago, so you have to keep playing it,
Mm-hmm.
and that, you know, it hurts my heart, you know,
Oh,
because
Mm,
that's all so real in a time, and like anyone can grab onto it at any point, but you're gonna be like miles ahead. So it's like you don't want to keep on like going back to that older version, but you
yeah.
want to like be able to like give something back to the fans who like, you know, enjoy the art so much. So I don't know. Kind of like Julian Casablancas, how he doesn't like to play anything off the first record
I
true.
know.
or second record. So that I
That,
don't know. I've been thinking
that's
about
so
that.
long ago too.
Hmm.
It's been like 20 years. Must feel like cover songs.
Yeah, they basically are, you know.
Mm,
I think there's probably goes to a point where you like playing them and everything's fine, and then you hate them, and then you hate them for a while, and then you're like, oh, they're not so bad. I'm old enough where like I get it, and like
yeah.
it's not really an issue for me to play. But I guess if you have like a wide songbook of like different songs, different sort
Mm,
of feels, you can just throw that in there, and even if it feels like a cover, it's like it adds different like a different feel, which is nice.
It might get like nostalgic at one point to play old songs once you've been like doing it for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're definitely trying to do it for a long time. So
Yeah.
you'd be like, yeah, I remember when I was crying and in
right.
pain. I have an important question to ask.
Sure, sure.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Oh my God. What's the one? Is it called Romeo? Romeo, take
Love
me.
Story?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
Love
good
Story.
one.
Okay, good.
That
Good
is,
answer.
I think though that era of Taylor Swift for me, it checks out.
That was your era.
That was my era.
Yeah.
Because I can still look back at those songs. I'm like, damn, she was really doing something on this record.
She was.
That's true.
But I don't know, for the new stuff, I haven't really kept up. But I saw she recently like was brought up on stage with Haim.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
last
that.
night, yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was like, wow.
Yeah, she's a London girl now. She lives in London and stuff.
Oh, she does? Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that was London. My friend was there and he sent me a video and he's like, Taylor Swift just showed up on stage and I was like, what?
Oh,
I know. that's like big worlds crashing.
Yeah.
I remember saying like that's
I
funny.
know it's so funny to me because she had a new album out and she's like, this song featuring Haim, and then she's like, it's just Haim playing in the background. You can even hear them. So I'm like, how can you put them as featuring and there you can even know it's them?
Yeah, that's the thing with like producers. They're probably like, yeah, you guys can work on a song, but it has to be like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's Taylor and the choir in the back.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know how it works when you get to that level and you have to,
Right.
Mm.
it's like how creatively expressive can you actually be when everyone expects something of you?
Mm.
That is interesting to think
I feel
about.
like everything's so controlled. I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm sure she like at least found like some sort of mid ground where she can like give a little and take a little.
Do you
Thank
have
you
any more
so much for
questions,
joining
Lenny?
us.
Of course, of course. No, I'm glad that y'all are doing this. It's cool to see. I know. What are your plans for the future with this zine?
Honestly, we just want to keep doing what we're doing, talk to some cool people, hear what they got
Keep
to say about
annoying
music,
people.
keep annoying people. It's always interesting when we do this because we always learn something new. That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah, I mean that's the best thing, you know, like you keep on learning from what is old and keep on going forward and like engaging with people and like building a community. That's really important. So it's nice to just be here with y'all and share, you know.
Oh, thank you for
Thank you.
accepting our offer to come here. Like I said in the beginning, once we saw you live and we're like, we need them on Hazy.
Oh yeah. Well, keep up with us. I think you'll enjoy the next record.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can't
probably
wait.
do like a reaction to the album. We'll see.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Love to see that. All right. Well, thanks for inviting me.
No, thank you. Have a nice day.
See you. Bye.
Bye.